don't know how much y'all see it, what I do on social, how much we put out there. I mean, I travel a lot, I go to a lot of events. I add value.
I was gonna say, I saw you 8% speaking on that as well. I'm pretty sure that gets you a lot of attention too.
It does, yeah. It helps with attention for sure. Creates a lot of connections within the industry.
Do you do any speaking engagements or anything outside of FFL?
Well, 8% is outside of
8%,
FFL.
yeah.
And then I do the Southern one SWAT. It's
Okay.
actually runs the Symmetry Agency runs that.
Okay.
So I'm close with him.
I like that.
Yeah, and I would certainly do some that were outside of insurance. I'm sure one day I will. That's just, that invite's not happened yet.
Yeah.
I'm definitely, I like that world. You know, I traveled to an event with Brad Lea, did some stuff, you know, where I got to attend and hang out with them. Again, I didn't get on stage, but I'm building relationships with people like that. So for me, it's about building relationships and adding value. That's how I did everything at FFL. You know, I didn't know anybody here, but I would stalk them, get around. I can get in a room. I'm smart enough to do that. And it's not hard to see who's who in a room. Like, that's pretty easy. So I'm navigating my way around. I tend to listen a lot when I'm in a room like that. And if I can build a relationship naturally, I will. And I always try to find ways to add value to people. You know, in insurance, it's easy. I can add value all day long in this space. You know, and I've done that from the very beginning here. I do my best to add value to Killing That. And then if I got something from Matt or Mark or Paul or Andrew, I would implement, and then I would go tell them and thank them and give back. And I'm like, dude, if I can help any of your guy get on call, if I can do anything to help, I'm in.
Right.
That's how I started doing numbers. I mean, we run all the company's numbers because I'm a numbers geek. So I'd run numbers for everybody in the company and do stuff. And I just did my best to add value where I could throughout the years. And this came about the same way. I just start getting in rooms, going to different things, building relationships with people. Start teaching about building and scaling with zero expectations. I just give them the playbook. Here's how you do it. Here's how we do it. I'm like, find it all on YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
So if I can build a relationship, and when they start having issues, I talk to people at other companies all the time. Like, hey, how do you do this? How do you scale here? How do you do the onboarding process? And I just give it to them. Here's how you do it. Here's how you do it. Here's how you do it.
The first person I think of is you.
When we're sitting down having dinner one night, they're like, so. I'm like, here it is.
Yeah.
And like, these relationships took 8 months to a year to build.
Gotcha.
This wasn't like I'm not like, I don't know how, neither hitting a bomb, hitting people up on social, I don't know how to do it that way. You know, and I'm not the most comfortable that way. I didn't grow up on social. It's not it's not me. But to build a relationship and add value, and then when they need an opportunity, it's like dripping on. You know what I mean? And I didn't have any, and those are 3 of 30 I've done it with.
Right.
You know, with time over the course of years, certainly more are gonna go like, hey dude, I'm ready. And then what happens when I take these 3 and blow them up, and they're connected to some in the industry? What do you think's gonna happen then?
Some more people is gonna be like
100%. You know, so it's just slowly evolved by just doing good things for people and do good stuff. I believe in that kind of stuff.
So you get in a room, and then obviously you already know there's like the people that you want to have conversations with. Like, what's your plan of attack?
I usually just listen first.
Okay.
I don't, like when I first got around Brad, I didn't say shit.
With the
Brad Lea.
Right?
I didn't say nothing.
Bradley, I'm still getting.
No, it's okay. He's not with FFL. He's like, he runs so you know Grant Cardone? So him and Grant Cardone go way back. Grant Cardone is big on like selling courses and trainings and things like that. Brad Lea built the software behind his coursework.
Oh, Brad, like LEA. Oh, yeah. You have to know that.
Lightspeed or something?
Yeah, Lightspeed V2.
I thought you meant Brad, like his name was Brad Lea.
No,
Yeah.
not
I know.
Brad. Pause. Lea.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
Know exactly what that is.
Huge podcasts, all that
Yeah,
stuff. You know, he's someone I followed.
I guess he's how you do it now.
Yeah, yep, I follow his content, I love his thought process, love what he's doing, and one day he's on my list of like, I'm a vision board kind of guy, so I wrote his name down. I'm like, I'd like to build a relationship with him one day. I had an opportunity to fly through someone I met at 8%, then I got introduced to this dude, Coach Burt. I don't know if you know him. He coaches people on shit, business stuff. And then he has a relationship with Brad. They were flying to an entrepreneur event that Grant Cardone was the headliner at in New York. Well, Coach Burt does some stuff with Brad Lea. Brad was going to fly to Tennessee with Coach and fly to New York. And I had built a relationship with the coach, and he's like, hey dude, we're having this thing. I had to pay. He's like, I'm flying over Brad, it's X amount to get on a jet and fly. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I paid and walked on the plane, and I sat right next to Brad and just listened. I didn't say shit. I just listened. Him and Coach talked. I introduced myself. What's up, John? Just listen. And as he started talking, I just asked him questions and let him talk and just listen, man. And I saw him a couple more times over the course of the next month or so. And coincidentally, then he started getting involved here, so I had a little bit of involvement with that part. His partner that runs this, I met through the same stuff. So when he almost went with a different company, so I explained to Sean all the players, and I'm like, here's who's who, and he went out and met them, and kind of the rest. So I talked to him a little bit. We'll talk once a month or whatever. He reaches out. Went to his office a couple months ago.
That's awesome.
And I started teaching. He's an automation nerd, obviously, also. So I kind of told him what I knew, and again, who knows where we go. But I'm just building a relationship with a dude.
That's cool.
If I can add value to his world by teaching him what I know in insurance, amen. I'm getting out of it, but we're a dope relationship, and that's all I need.
Yeah.
And for me, relationships bring opportunities that I would have never otherwise seen. So I like to just do that.
And just having access to certain people too.
Yeah, for sure.
Putting yourself in the room.
Yeah, that's the start. And then doing something, because you know how many people were in the room with us? Not many were at his office that day. You know what I mean? It's like, so I try to be really proactive about it. And if it happens naturally, it's better. I'm not gonna be an weirdo trying to create a relationship with someone.
I will.
But I can navigate conversations pretty well.
But there's something to be said. I've done certain speaking engagements, and it doesn't matter who you are or what your clout is. People want to get to know the person who's speaking, and
Correct.
so that develops a relationship that will put you in another room.
Yeah,
That will lead
correct.
to another room.
Which is exactly what happened with all this. There's 3 people before I got, and I can look back to go, this one decision to reach out to Cody led to this guy, and this guy led to that guy, and it just trickled. And that's how I navigated FFL too. And I get lumped in with the other names, but dude, I was just a part-time accountant sitting out in the crowd trying to figure out how to get on stage with them. And it's just navigated it, and now I kind of get lumped in that world, which whatever, I put in the work.
Yeah, absolutely.
But same. So I just take that same and just keep wash, rinse, repeat, man, and
And
it
you're
keeps bringing.